Hello everybody, it's Dino Buzz. How's it going? I love the hit and run. Listen, the story time. I'm not trying to be too dramatic. This is real me. And hey, this story goes way a while ago when I was in a primary school. A school called Makerere Primary School. Makerere Primary School. It's Uganda. I was 9 years old and I was in P1. There, the grades are a little different. We didn't call like grade 1, grade 2. When I was in P1, here would be like probably grade 6. So I was like 9 years old. I don't even know, or more than that. I don't know. So, this story started like this. I was a new kid at the school. Okay, I was Sudanese. Well, I'm Sudanese kid, right? I was Sudanese kid there, and those Ugandan kids, they actually didn't like me. I was the odd man around, you know what I mean? There wasn't too many Sudanese kids, except for one girl and my brother Hassan. So, how this fight started? First of all, I was the nicest kid in school, alright? One of the nicest kids, okay? I once asked my teacher for permission, and I don't remember her name, but let's call her Set. So I asked Mrs. Set to get out of the class, and she told me why. I was like, okay, I need to go to washroom. And so I took off. She accepted that my reply, and then so when I took off, right, this washroom was like freaking all the way downhill because our school was at the top of a hill. So I had to walk like just around it to get closer. But then there was a bunch of boys which were in P2 and I was in P1, like I said before. So these guys, there were like 10 people, no joke, 10 people or 12, I don't know. Okay, it could have been more if I'm not lying. So, and then 2 of them were brothers. They were twins. One was short, one was taller. And so they surrounded me after I got out of my classroom just to go to the washroom. And I was like, hey man, what's up? You feel me? You can't be like surrounding me. You can't talk no shit like that. Besides, they were like bullying me, I guess. And so I tried to go like to the washroom. I was like, give me a space, man. I gotta go to the washroom. I can't be like handling this shit right now. Then they were like, oh man, I guess they were just offending me because I was like, you know, Sudanese kid, and like, well, in Africa, like almost not African, every school, you know, some kids, they want to test how bad you are, you know. So once they get like, you know, if you get dropped someday, then you know, they want to know how you are, like, you feel me, how bad you are, so that, you know, they could be still on the top. So I was like, man, I don't need any trouble, you feel me? Then they were like, well, if you want to go to the washroom, you gotta go all the freaking downhill and then go to washroom the other way. No, you ain't gonna take the shortcut, which would be like just like a minute away. Then I'm like, hell no, I ain't going all the way down there to walk like for freaking 5 or no, it would take me, I bet, 10 minutes. No lie, I swear, 10 minutes to go all the way downhill and then come back uphill on a different way. I was like, if not, you get beaten up or just like you ain't going nowhere. Then I'm like, what the fuck are you two guys talking about? You feel me? And the bell was almost rung. Okay, it was like close to like 5 minutes to be, no, it was like close to like 10 minutes to be 12 o'clock to be lunchtime. And I was like, guys, I gotta go, you feel me? My teacher's gonna be like out there and she's gonna be like see me around, and she's gonna be like, what is Dino doing, you know, hanging with his friends? I'm like, okay. So this guy didn't let me go, you know, to the washroom. So what I did was I took down one of the those 2 twins, you know. Okay, one of those young twins, those 2 twins, I took him down, the young guy, you know what I mean? I guess like, I don't know how I grabbed him, but I think I grabbed the t-shirt, then like kicked him on the legs, and then he fell down, hit his head on the freaking ground, he started bleeding. Okay, and one of his older brother immediately went to P2 classroom, to his classroom, right? And he told his teacher, Mrs. Helix, hey, you see that kid over there through the window? Yeah. He whooped my brother's ass and I was bleeding on the ground for no reason. I was like, you know, and then the doctor, the teacher, Mrs. Helix, knocked the freaking, you know, window, and she was like, hey kid, I want you over here. So I walked through her classroom P2, and she was like, kneel down. Kneel down. You feel me? I was like, what up? Why? You gotta ask me a question first of all. So I was like, what? Why? Don't you even have to ask me a question, something like that? He was like, kneel your freaking ass down. Well, she can swear. In Africa, like, our teachers are fucking crazy. You feel me? Crazy ass teachers. They whoop people's ass, okay? So I was like, okay. I was like, you know what I said to her? I told her, you kneel down first. And then she was like, oh no, you ain't talking to me that way. She was like, lie down. I need you to lie down right now. So I lied down with my stomach straight up. She took a freaking stick and I knew what was coming up, you know? She whooped my ass like boom, a boom. And then she was going for 3. A boom, and stood up. I looked into her eyes and then she was like, she wanted to slap me when I stood up because I disrespected her when I stood up. You feel me? I should have been sat there until I got my ass whooped like 12 times. I was like, hell no, I ain't gonna no longer than 3 freaking bits. Then I stood up, looked her in the eyes. She was gonna slap me, but then you know what I did? I slapped her before even she slapped me. And I was like, boom, 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 right there, just like with my. Oh my gosh. By the way, I was by that time I was like fattest kid. Like I was like 9 years old, but huge. I was a muscular kid, and I made her face like turn around. But when I was like slapping her, boom, 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 and everybody who were in the class there in our classroom, they would look at Mrs. Helix. They were like, nobody was saying shit because I was out of temper. They was like, what the hell? We get our ass whooped every fucking single time, and like this kid just comes out like whooping the dishes, you know what I mean? Like, and also like telling her you kneel down first of all. Like, yo, everybody was just like, god damn, Dino, no way, no way. So I was like, I walked out of the classroom after like slapping her. I was like, yeah, feel me? I was like, like, yeah, this is something today, you feel me? Okay, wish it became a history from today. And when I walked out of the classroom, I didn't even went to washroom. I was like, hell no, I ain't even going there. I'm like having too many problems. Like shit, I slapped the teacher. What am I gonna do now? They're gonna take me to fucking like what do you call it? To the principal. And the principal has a freaking ass whooper, like freaking ass whooper, like a horse whooper. She has that shit. She could kill me with that fucking horse's whooper. I was like, holy shit. I gotta be like, spying on people, like trying to keep my eye, so some kids wouldn't be grabbing my hands and take me to the fucking principal. It's like, okay, gotta pay attention. Oh my gosh, should I even tell my own classroom teacher who is called Set? I was like, nah, I probably shouldn't tell her. I'll even get more in trouble, even though she likes me. I was like, you know what? After a week later, nothing was happening, and guess what? Mrs. Helix came out to my classroom, and then she was like, she talked to my teacher, Mrs. Set, and then they got outside, they were talking, and Mrs. Set was like, Rodney, I want you to come out. Then I went outside, and then there was also some Sudanese girl out there that was talking about, and then she told that Sudanese daughter, why am I saying daughter? That Sudanese girl, she told her that this girl will help you translate in English what we're trying to tell you right now. I was like, what is it? I was like, Mrs. Helix told me that you fought with her. You slapped her, you disrespect her. Then I was like, what was that? She was like, what was that? Oh, Mrs. said, listen, some kids, when I asked you a week ago that I wanted to go to washroom, some kids surrounded me. And, they were bullying me, harassing me, and I kicked one of them. I don't know how much that kid got injured, but all I know that one of his brother called Mrs. Helix, and she called on me to go into her classroom and didn't ask me no question and told me to kneel my ass down on the freaking ground and whooped me, and she was also going to slap me for no reason, without no questioning. So I slapped her back, you feel me, before even she started to slap me. Then I was like, well, you gotta, apologize to Mrs. Helix, because she's the older lady, and she's older than you, and next year you in P1 right now, you're gonna go to P2, so you gotta show us some respect. You're gonna be in our classroom next year. And I was like, no way, no way, I ain't did nothing wrong. If she wants to apologize, she gotta apologize to me first of all, you feel me, for what she did wrong. And then she was like, I was being really, feel me. So then she first of all apologized to me, Mrs. Helix apologized to me. She was like, I'm sorry for what I did, I should have asked you. And I'm like, blah 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 blah. She started talking shit, And I was like, it was my time to apologize to her, right? And I was like, I ain't saying shit. I was like, you know me, I ain't gonna apologize for no shit, you feel me? I ain't did nothing. So I was like, yeah, thank you for apologizing to me, but there's nothing for me to be apologizing to. And teacher was like, everybody was like, I was like, I don't even need this girl, to help me translate in English. I understand pretty much your English, freaking bullshit English, like a little bit, so I'm fine with it. I was like, me no want to apologize for no shit, you feel me? So Mr. Heller was like, alright, no problem. Next year you're gonna come to my classroom and see what's gonna happen. You're gonna see what's gonna happen, kid. And whatever. So a year later, my mom took me to a new school with my brother, and everything just settled down. So fuck Mrs. Helix. I took my payback, bitch. You feel me? Hey, that was a sweet history, I guess. I left to that school, Everybody just knew that I was badass. Even when I went to new school, everybody's like, that kid, don't play around with that kid. And there's more stories that came up for the reason why, when I moved to every school later, everybody was scared of me. Everybody was being scared of me. And I'll share more stories next time, about Makerere Hills Primary School. Yeah, it's been a great story that I've experienced there, and pretty much I love the Mrs. Set very much. She was like one of my very best teachers. Perhaps I would say my only best teacher that I had there. And yeah, I also miss that school as much as I love this story. So I guess I'm sorry about this. I'm not good at storytellings, but like and subscribe, and see you next time, guys.